Today, we will discuss about navigating pathways. So to help you not feeling overwhelmed when anytime soon you will receive a welcome letter from the Toastmaster International that you have access to the Toastmaster website and pathway. So now, navigating pathways. So first, just a short introduction. I think Natalie has done it. Actually, I have been a Toastmaster member since October 2019, and this month I complete 3 pathways and plus pathway mentor program within 15 months. An overview, this is what we are going to go over. I will not go one by one, but I will do it immediately. You will receive this email from the Toastmaster. Yeah, congratulate you that you joined Toastmaster and to get started, and you log in to the toastmasters.org. So you just push the get started and then you log in. Just in case you don't get your password, then you can also say forgot password. Once you receive your email, then you can start log in and create your password. So here you log in. Okay, so this is already logged in. And then you go to this, yeah, pathway. So just watch pathway. So you do, because there are so many tabs here. So since you are you go the first time, choose a path. Yeah, if you know the path that you want, then you don't have to go through the assessment. Here, continue path selection. Here you can choose the language, which I suggest you use English, yeah, because we use English. And then here you have the choice of whether you choose the digital or printed material, but I suggest that you take the digital one. Okay, and then here after you choose the digital one, then you have the few options, the pass option, or you take assessment. So if you know what you want, then you go to the few pass options, yeah? But if you don't know which pass to choose, then I suggest to take the assessment. Then Toastmaster will give you a recommendation what pathways to choose. Yeah. Let's assume that I know what I want. So here, if you know which path you choose, then you choose whatever path. Let's say it's presentation mastery. And this is recommended for a new member, presentation mastery, but certainly you can choose anything. You choose presentation mastery and then you continue, yeah? And then you confirm, okay? I will not confirm because since I don't want to choose a new one. But you may see the price as $20, but actually since we already pay the dues until September 2021, you will get the pathway for free. So it will show 0 at the end when you need to pay. Okay, so I hope that now it's clear on how to choose your path. Okay, once you already choose your path, now let's start with the pathway journey. I gave you an example. Here, if you have the path already, then you just go to Basecamp. I am also the Basecamp manager. For you, probably the choice is only one. Basically, go to Basecamp. And here I have a pathway which I have not started. So I will use that as an example, how to start a pathway. Purchase, or I just chose, but I have not activated. First, you need to activate the pathway, yeah? Okay, now starting with icebreaker. You do the launch. You launch and then you go over step by step as shown by the pathway. So you just follow. And at some point at the beginning, they will ask you about the assessment before you speak. What you feel, what you know, and what you want, what you are going to learn. And there are many project checklists, and then there are evaluation form. There are many forms, yeah? I would suggest that you download all the forms because that will be for a reference. Let's say here, begin, yeah? And then you will just follow through. Okay, here. So you read, basically this is your guide to do the icebreaker. Here there is a project list and you can just do this. And I would suggest for you to download the project list because this is something which will guide you on what your project will be. So you follow like this, yeah? And here, access your skill before. So for example, here you do it one by one. So whatever you feel, this is from 1 to 5. Since this will be my first pass, so I probably have 5, all of them. Okay, you submit, yeah. And then I will show you, then you follow the pass in the pathway. You read all of this, see the, watch the video, and you download this one. Follow everything. Okay, and actually that one you have to go one by one to learn, but I just speed up a little bit. But here, what I want to show you is that after your speech, then you will have an evaluation. Okay, this one. And here, all the resources you need to download. Evaluation resources, this is the evaluation form, and you need to give it to your evaluator. Yeah, and print my project is basically all the projects that you have here, what you read, they have it in PDF form, and then it will guide you the icebreaker speech outline worksheet. Okay, then you stop right here. And you do give your speech, you deliver your speech. After you deliver your speech, then you come back and log in, and then you fill out the after, how you feel after you do your project. So assuming that I put 5 on all of this. Okay. Okay, now you are done and it says congratulations. And please notice here, yeah, when you have the congratulation, it means you have to get this launch again. Okay, and this you have to get the check mark, yeah, because otherwise this is not marked as complete in Toastmaster. So you have to get the check mark and then you evaluate, but evaluate is optional. So if you want to evaluate, then you fill out the evaluation form. But this is optional. Okay, now you are done with icebreaker. You do the same as for the next project, evaluation and feedback, researching and presentation. And after you finish all of this, it means that you have to have 3 check mark here. Then you complete the level, yeah. I think we don't have time to do this one, but I will show you one pathway which purposely I did not mark as complete for my pathway, so we could learn from this. So you mark complete for each level, I think, first of all, for each project, for each level, and for each pathway. At the end, basically for the level and pathway, the process is almost the same. Yeah. So that's why I just chose to show you one, because this one, okay. Here, I already have high performance leadership. And so this one already have check mark. One already completed. We have the view certificate and you can download the certificate. But I will show you on how to complete the level. It's almost the same as the past completion. This one is for the level completion. Now let's do the past completion because I already finished this, but I'm just waiting to show it to you today. So that's why I haven't pushed the activate. So here I already did the reflect on your past and you need to activate. So you do this for the level and for the past completion is the same. So you launch, yeah, you saw that I activate and then I launch. It will show you this one. But you have to push one more time, mark complete. And then you inform your VPE to approve it. And the VPE will need to approve both in Basecamp and also in the leadership, club leadership. So you get the credit. And you can see whether it has been approved or not. First of all, you will receive an email. If it has been approved, you will receive an email. But second,
Rona, why the VPE needs to approve it first? Is there a reason?
Yes, because otherwise it will not show that you have completed. So the VPE needs to approve each level and each past completion, but not for the project. What I mean is when you see icebreaker, you complete, then for the next project, you don't need your VPE to approve. But once you finish one level, then you need to inform the VPE that you have completed and ask them to approve it. And it has to show mark complete, because otherwise, if you tell them to approve, if it's still not marked complete, your VPE cannot approve it because it happens so many times. Yeah. So for me, let's go to the Basecamp. Here you will see the badges. If your VPE already approved, then you will see the badges here, because this is your history. See, here you can see present mastery, presentation mastery activated, and I get the badge already. Okay, and pathway mentor program activated, and I get the badge. And persuasive influence activated. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I already completed 3 paths. So all the level already 3. It means I have completed 3 paths, but I have not activated or marked as complete for the persuasive influence here. If you see, I haven't got the badge because I still have 2 speeches, which will be complete on the 15th. And then I will mark as complete and I will get the completed form as well. And engaging humor is a new path and I haven't started yet. So I hope on this pathway, it's clear to you. And then the next one, I want to show you about the organization on how you document, because it will save you a lot of time if you do what I show it to you, because I found out after I finished one path. And it will save you a lot of time, because at the end of the path, as you see, that you will have in the reflect on past completion, they will ask for your timeline. So basically you have to remember what you have done in the past. You have to reflect on your past and what your achievement. So I stop here and then I will show you how I organize my file. First of all, here I have all Toastmasters. And then I will just choose one, for example, effective coaching. Yeah. It's better for you to have in your file, you put level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then past completion. And I will show you on how to number it. And here I have event and photo because those which are not related to my past ways completion, I just put it in event and photo because we often visit other clubs, we may attend workshop, etc., which is not really related to the past that we are doing. I put it in event and photo. And this is one of the most important things about Excel. So you need to have an Excel file because then in the Excel file, you have all your history. Here, you have timeline and pathway. So I put 2 sheets because in the pathway, this is just a summary of what I have done. This is all the project in the pathway, you know, like the one that I show you. And it's better when you start it.
I cannot see the Excel file.
Oh, can you see? Yeah, okay. Because
Yes.
see, when you started your pathway, I show you like project 1, a level 1, and then a few projects. It's better for you to browse all of the levels. So basically from level 1 to level 5, you browse all of them and then put them into here. So the date is blank, of course, but you have the level, the project, and the speech is blank, evaluator is blank, and the venue is blank. So here you just put the project that you saw in the pathway. And there are a few elective. It's better for you to browse the elective and more or less to choose tentatively what you like to take. What is the purpose of that? Because when you see and you browse the projects, then you know what is coming up. You know what project is coming up and in what level. So sometimes there are opportunities which come to us, and some of the projects do not happen every time. So if we see that opportunity, then we know that there is one of the project that we would like to do. So we can just jump, even though we are in probably in level 2 or 3. If there is something suitable for our project in level 4, then we know, then we can take it. Yeah, so that way we can move fast. And this is the summary of my pathway. And if you see, if I share you the timeline here, that one you can see nicely, right? All the projects in the pathway. But in this worksheet here, I put when I activated, when I completed. And here in between, you can see what I attend. So every Toastmaster event, I put it here. And there's a purpose, because at the end of the past, when we go to the past completion, they will ask you your timeline. You have to remember everything you have done in your past. And if it's already a few months and sometimes 2 years, some people completed very long, you don't remember what you have to write. So in this one, it's basically document your journey in Toastmaster. And also it will make it easy for you when you do your reflect on your past. Then you see what you have done, what you have achieved, both in Toastmaster and outside of Toastmaster. Yeah, and here also we can see that about the award that we have, where we have this evaluate who evaluate us, what our role, the venue, and the award. And then this is one thing. Another thing is I want to show you about the documentation. This is of course optional because this is like the way I do it. So it's really up to you whether you want to follow or not. Yeah. But the way that I do it, for each level, I have the folder level. And then for each project, I put one, the first project is 1.1. So everything under 1.1, I categorize. So it's easy for me to look. And then I have 1.2. And then because in 1.2, in the second project, there are 2 speeches. I put 1.21, and then the second speech here, 1.22. And then there is also evaluation. So that's why I have 1.23, because there is the evaluation. And then we go to the third project. Then we say 1.3. So everything, this one, including all what I show you that we downloaded, all the worksheet that we downloaded, the project, the evaluation, whatever we have from the pathways. And then I have the photo, I have the script of my speech, And also if I have the recording, then I have the recording here, because then this is one place I look for the history of my Toastmaster journey. And then when I finish, if you notice, then I put my certificate at 1.0. That's the completion of the pathway of the level 1. Now, I think I'm done with this. I hope that you understand. Now, the key takeaway from this today edu session, 1 is log in to toastmasters.org. 2 is activate and launch your pathway. Basically, you have to choose your pathway and then you activate and launch your pathway. And 3, you need to activate and launch your project. 4, for each project, you need to mark as complete. But for each level, you also need to mark as complete your level and your project. And then once you finish with your level, then ask your VPE to approve in Basecamp and Club Leadership Central. And it's very essential to get the VPE to approve in Club Leadership Central, because all the award is only when it is reported in the Club Leadership Central. And 6, rinse and repeat. Please do again for your next level and also until you complete the path. And so I hope it's useful and help you to navigate the pathway and you don't feel overwhelmed. And it's step by step to help you prepare from the beginning now, from now on. Because if I do not share what I have, like what I did when I started pathway 1, then it takes a long time for me to remember all my journey in Toastmaster, in pathway, when I did my reflect on my past.